hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean, yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is Friday, November 27th. It is the last Friday of November, and I hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving yesterday, whether you spent it at home or with family or with friends, whatever it may be. I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. I am going to budget out my fourth week of November, which includes Saturday the 21st through today, which is the 27th. So if you guys want to watch me do my weekly check-in, paycheck to paycheck budget, and my cash envelope stuffing, stay tuned. Alright, so as you guys can see, we are in the last week of November. I've already checked in weeks 1 through 3 with all of my transactions over here, so I am now doing the fourth week. And then what I'll do with the 28th through basically December 4th is that will all go to the first week of November, or December's weekly check-in. So that's what I'll do there, even though there will be a few days of November. We'll just total it in with December's. So we're going to go ahead and get started. As the majority of you know that have been watching me, I am currently on a no spend month for November. I've had 2 full weeks of no spend. The spending that I'm trying to limit or reduce would be this pink expense category here. And as you guys can see, weeks 2 and 3, I had no spending whatsoever. I did have 2 this past week, so we didn't quite make it, but I was still able to put quite a bit toward my extra debt snowball with saving a lot of money from November. So I'm anxious to see at the end of this what my total debt snowball or extra payment is going to be that I can add to that. So you guys will have to stay tuned to see how much I was able to save throughout the month. But we're going to go ahead and get started here. The first thing that I have is groceries on Sunday the 22nd. Let me flip back to my transactions page here. I like everything to color coordinate, so that's why I'm using a different color. So that was $39.45 on the 22nd. I'm going to round that up to 40. So that would have been $11.22, a total of $40, and that category was groceries. Now I was able to get away with not having as much this week in groceries, and that's just because of Thanksgiving. We ended up having Thanksgiving at our house on the 22nd, and that's just because my kids were going to be at their dad's house for actual Thanksgiving. And I had set aside a budget of, let's see here, a budget of $120 for Thanksgiving. So I bought up quite a bit of groceries with that. And you guys will see how much I actually spent when I do my November budget recap or the closeout. So I was able to get a by with spending just barely $40 for the rest of the week. We had a lot of leftovers, so that's what we ate a majority of the week. So we're a little tired of turkey and ham. You guys just had Thanksgiving yesterday, or most of you probably did, so you're probably not as tired of it yet. But trust me, I'm sure you'll get there. So that was Hy-Vee, and that was my only grocery expense for the week. And then next was Casey's on the 23rd for gas, and that was $44.15. So that's going to be $11.23. And I'm going to round that up to 45. That category was gas, and that one was done at Casey's. So we'll mark that one off. And then the last two are spending. So the first one was Etsy, also on the 23rd for $9.27. I'm going to round that up to 10. So the 23rd, that was a category of spending. And I'm just going to write Etsy in there. As you can see, I do not have very many pink transactions, so that's a good thing. And then next was on Tuesday the 24th, I ate at Subway for lunch at work. So we're going to round that up to 10 also. That was $9.97. That was $11.24. Also a category of spending, and that was Subway. So I feel like I ended the no spend month pretty strong, having only 3 spending expenses for the month. Alright, so now we will go ahead and get these amounts totaled up over here for our week 4. I'll go ahead and start with groceries. So we just had the one, which was $40. I allocate myself $80 every week for groceries. So this is my grocery envelope right here, and we do have $40 left. So I'm just going to put that in there for now, set that aside. So that means I have $40 remaining for groceries. Next is going to be gas. And that one was $45. That's exactly how much I allocate myself every week for gas. So as you guys can see, there's nothing left in that one. And then last is spending. And we have the 2 $10 charges, so $20 total. And each week I budget $40 for spending. So we do have $20 left over, so I'm just going to put that back in there for now. And then we will do more with that when we get to the cash envelope stuffing. So that means I have $20 left over. So what I'm going to do quick is grab out my calculator, and then I am going to add up my spent categories as well as my remaining. I am not going to do the sinking fund just because I don't really want to include that in the cash envelope portion of it, but I do like to jot down when I use it. So we're going to do 35, 12, and 44 from the first week, and then 66 and 40 from the second week, 60 and 43 from the third week, and then 40, 45, and 20 from the fourth week. So $409 is what I spent total throughout the month for my cash envelopes, and that would be for anything gas, grocery, or spending related. And then I'm going to jot down my remaining balances. So 45, 28, and 1, then 14 and 40, 23 and 40, and then 40 and 20. So 251. So that basically means that I wrote that in the wrong spot. That's not even on the sticker. I'm going to have to get out my whiteout and fix that. That means that I saved throughout the month $251 from my cash envelopes, which is super exciting. And then we'll get to that and what we're going to do with that later when we get to the cash envelope stuffing portion of it. So now I'm just going to go back. I do have my car payment, which was due today. That's already been taken care of. Looking ahead, or at least until the 30th, I don't have any bills. I need to make out, as you can see, my December monthly overview is looking pretty sad. So I need to get this laid down and get all my bills and everything jotted down in the monthly overview. I'll do that in a separate video. But as for now, I don't really have anything coming up. I did have I actually bumped this up. My savings, I have been doing $80 every week for savings. I bumped it up this week to $100. So now every week $100 is going directly into savings. So that is it for the weekly check-in. I am now going to do my week 4 paycheck to paycheck check-in. I'm going to lay my stickers down. That way this video doesn't end up being super long. I got all the stickers laid down. If you're wondering, this is what my paycheck kit looks like without the thick washi at the top. Like as you can see here, I have the thick washi behind it up here. This one I do not, just because I did not have one handy, and I wanted to get going on this video because I don't have a ton of time, but I didn't have enough time to print and cut one. So we're just going to deal with it today. So I'm going to first start out with my income, just like normal. I got paid today from my full-time job as well as my part-time job. Today is the 27th. It is my last fixed income payday of November. So my full-time was $548 and part-time was $256. So we'll get those added up. So we have the 548 and 256, so 804 for income for the week. And now my paycheck kits, I say this every time, but you can lay them down however you want to. This is how I do it every time. I have my expenses here, sinking funds, cash envelopes, paycheck breakdown, and then income up here. You can lay it down however you want. It's pretty versatile. So my first expense is Capital One. The weekly amount for that is $50. The monthly payment is $200. So what I do is I take the weekly amount out for all of my bills. So I divide them by 4, and then every week I take that amount out. That way, once it gets to the date that that bill is due, I have the 4 weeks worth of money. That way I have the full minimum payment to pay. Car is $153. Rent is $50. My daughter's tumbling is $16.25. I have Hulu, which is $14.75, and I have had so many people suggest different TV services or online streaming services to check out since Hulu is raising their prices again. So I definitely need to do that. I haven't done it yet, but I definitely am going to look into that just because I think it's outrageous how much they've raised it in the past couple of years. Alright, so I'm going to add these up. So we have the 50, 153, 50, 16.25, 14.75, and 29. So $313 is our total for expenses. Now we're going to go down to cash envelopes. I just have 3 cash envelopes that I always carry with me. The first is groceries, which I do $80. The second is spending, which I do $40. And the third is gas, which I budget $45. And I believe that is $165 total for cash envelopes. And then the next section is my favorite, which is sinking funds. So the first one is back to school, for back to school shopping for next year, which I do $20. And then car insurance, which I currently am at $35. Car maintenance, it's at $10. Christmas is I'm still doing 100, and I really need to get on Christmas shopping. If you guys noticed from my weekly check-in, I did not spend anything from my Christmas sinking fund this week, and it's basically less than a month away from Christmas, so I really need to get on that. Household, we do 15, kids is 20, medical is 5, and then personal care is also 5. We have vacation is 20, and last is school tuition, which is 10. So my sinking funds total is 240. So now at the bottom section down here, I'm just going to break my paycheck down. So I'm going to start with the income, expenses, cash envelopes, and sinking funds. Alright, so our our income total for the week was $804. Expenses, $313. Cash envelopes at $165. And sinking funds at $240. So if I add up the bottom three, so we have $313, $165, and $240. That leaves us with $718. So we're left with $86 from my paychecks for this week. So perfect. That is where we are at with that. Hair stuck under the sticker there. So that is my paycheck, the last paycheck check-in for November. Now what I'm going to do, I will get my cash laid out so that we can get my cash envelope stuffed. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is, I have my money that I got from the bank in this little pocket here. I need to get $405 every week, and I've been getting bigger bills. That way I can take my current sinking funds and kind of consolidate them a little bit, because like some of these, as you can see, are getting really full with smaller bills. That's Debt Snowball. I think I'm going to take from this vacation. There's just a lot of 10s and 5s and whatnot in here, so I'm going to take a bunch of those out. So we will do, let's see, I'm going to put 100 in here, so we'll do 20, 40, 60, 81. We'll do another 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 91. And I'll leave the rest of that. So there, that envelope won't be as full. And I have 200 left, so let's see here. Christmas is pretty full. Let's see, 20, 40, 60, 81. And I think I'm going to need some 10s and 5s. So I'll leave that one. Let's see, car insurance. I need one that has 10s and 5. Let's do household. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So we'll put that back into household. There we go. Now I have some smaller bills to be able to stuff the envelope. So I wanted to do that. I've just been doing that every week, just getting large bills and then kind of consolidating it as I come here to stuff my envelope. So now I'm going to get my cash set up and then we'll get started. Now I'm realizing that I should have kept out one of the hundreds for my Christmas because that gets a full 100, but that's okay. We're just going to go with it. Alright, so just like always, I'm going to first start with my cash envelopes. This is my Mo Term Planner, which I have been using as my billfold for the past month or so. I am going to do a flip through with this. I just have not done it yet. I've been busy getting ready for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, so it's been put on the back burner. But if you are interested in these envelopes, they are live on my shop right now, moreyjune.com. You can get the vinyl in tons of different colors. These ones are the tabbed categories. Super cute. I absolutely love them. I have different styles on there, so go check that out. We're going to start with groceries. So groceries, I have $40 left over. I am just going to put this to the side for now, and I'm going to add in $80 to my grocery cash envelope. And then next is spending. Spending had $20 left over, so we'll add that to the side, and this one's going to get $40. And then gas is completely empty. That one is going to get $45. And then this envelope here, this deposit one, I use this if, say I needed to spend money from a sinking fund, but I didn't actually have my sinking fund binder. I will just scan my credit card for the purchase, and then when I get home, take the money from my sinking fund, put it into this envelope, and then I know that anything that is in here needs to be deposited into the bank. I also put my money from the bank that I use to fill my cash envelopes in this whenever I go to the bank. So that's what that one is for. But those are my cash envelopes that I have. So this, my cash envelopes are set for the upcoming week. Alright, so now, move that up there, I'm going to do my sinking funds. I also sell all of these types of envelopes in my shop, as well as the binder. I have to grab a marker. Okay, so we're going to start with car maintenance. Last week car maintenance had $210. We're going to add in another $10, which will put car maintenance at $220. So $220. I can never find a perfect position for all of this stuff to fit in the screen. Alright, car insurance last week had $425. We're going to add in $35. So that will put us at 25, 60, $460. I always struggle with that $35. I don't know why. That's a hard one to add in your head quick. So $11.27, we're adding in 35, puts us at $460. Hopefully. If I'm wrong, I know that you guys will correct me. Christmas last week had $878. We're going to add in 100. So that will put us at $978 for the week. And again, I really need to go Christmas shopping, so hopefully I can do that soon. Household last week was at $120, and it gets 15. So that will put this one at $135. So $135. Kids last week was at $75. We'll put in 20, which will put it at $95. Medical last week was at $30. We're just adding 5 to that one. which puts it at $35. I don't normally add, or my medical sinking fund is not very large, or the amount that I'm putting towards it is not very big, just because I really need to knock on wood when I say this, but we don't have a ton of medical problems. We go to the doctor regularly, but that's covered by the insurance, the copay and whatnot, because it's a preventative care appointment, so we are pretty lucky in that aspect. Alright, so back to school gets 20, so this one will be at $260. Let's go ahead and add 20 in there. Maybe. There we go. And then next is personal care, which gets $5. So this one will be at 15. And then school tuition last week was at $120. We're adding in another 10, which will put us at $130. And then last is vacation, and actually what I'm going to do, vacation gets 20. I'm going to cash out one of these 20s. So it was at $240 last week, so it'll be at $260. But that way I'm not putting 4 5s back in there to make it too big. So $260. Now, this extra money here, which was from my cash envelopes from this week, so we have $60 is going to be added into this one. So every week I have been taking the extra money from my cash envelopes and adding it to this envelope here, and having my no spend November has really helped grow this one. So we're ending November with an extra 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 92, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. So an extra $251, which is going to go toward my extra debt snowball payment for the month. So I am currently working on getting my lower Capital One credit card paid off. So this will go towards that for the month of December, and then I will start over for December and do the same exact thing. So that is all I have for you guys today. I have everything budgeted for. I have all my sinking fund stuffed and all my cash envelope stuff for the upcoming week. Again, I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Hope you have a great weekend, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!